finally I can get gas. This is like Hatfield. Oh, jeez. And I think I missed my turn. Ooh, that was a pretty big stick. I wasn't even trying to hit it that aggressive. Oh, wow. Ooh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Warfield Motor Repair. Speedy B here. And I am with Dad's 2026 Kawasaki KLX300. So you could probably see from the area, we're not at home, and we're not near home. We're in northeastern Pennsylvania, just out to see some family. But also, we brought the two bikes. Dad brought the KLX300. I brought, of course, my 21 KX450. So yeah, I mean, pretty good bike. It passed the break-in period before we came up here. Let me show you real quick. Before we came up here, did the oil, service the oil, there it is, 552 miles. So we did that. So it's past the break-in period. Dealership said you can do the service between, really change the oil, 500, 600 miles. You know, just, you want to do it not after 600 because you don't want that contaminants to be still in the oil. I got the helmet cam. Got the GoPro here on the helmet, so we're gonna go for a ride. And first, gotta hit the gas station real quick. Let's go. All right, there's a gas station I'm gonna hit. It's down here. Just get some gas real quick. It should have plenty actually before I get very far. Let me just check. I mean, it looks good. Doesn't hurt to top it up. Make sure the bike has plenty. I've got a little, I think 20 mile route planned. Get a cold start. And the thing is cold, just for everyone wondering. I mean, I can hold my hand there. That's gonna get hot quick though, so. But I mean, yeah, pretty good bike. It's quiet. It's nice for the neighborhood, I guess you could say. Trail riding. Pretty good bike. I've ridden her around a little. All that. I'm gonna just plug this in so it's not dangling. Let me just fish it through here one more time. Oh, that won't fit. All right. Just put that right there for now, I guess. Yeah, this is Dad's little phone outlet. Or it's, you put the phone here, got a little charger. So, oh, and I almost forgot gloves. It doesn't matter. I'm headed to the gas station that's literally right down the road just to top up the bike. So good way to warm it up too. There we go. All right, and we're off. Just gonna take it slow while it's still a little cold. Got a backpack on. Got a little backpack I can use for holding stuff. Coming. Problem is, when we put these bars on, these switches now, there's a little pin inside of it on the back cover. Now it can rotate on you, so that's great. So just trying to, I don't remember where it was. I was futzing with it earlier, but I don't know. I'm gonna put it where I like it. Gotta go quick here, make sure no one's coming. Pretty comfy bike. I liked it. It's not, as a little neighborhood go-getter, it's not bad. So right here so we get some gas. These guys have gas, right? It's down here somewhere. Gas station. Just grab some real quick. quick. I put the gloves on. Ugh. Should be first gear. Shut it off real quick. Put it. There we go. So, pretty good so far. I'm not gonna lie. Good, it's got good power. Didn't make it to the gas station, but that's whatever. But, you know, good power, good everything. Let me just... Oh, Face ID is not gonna work. Okay, so I need to get to... Didn't hit 181, or I'm on 181. Didn't go to Old Union. Here I am. This guy on the map. Might be hard to see. I gotta go a little more, and there should be a road called... nope, that's still... Blum Road, okay. That's over here. Alright. Camp IHC. That's what it's near. Alright. Let's just get this situated in here, just so I have it for quick access if needed. I don't need a charge, I shouldn't. Yeah, 69%. I'm not running the Senna headset, so if it's hard to hear, it's gonna be mostly a voiceover, but maybe I'll get gas on the way back, find a little station somewhere. All right. Activate the turn signal. I missed my turn. Might have been back there somewhere. Oh, Blum Road. Oh, it's right there. I knew I missed it. Okay, no one's coming. Real quick. My turn. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Alright, we're in the trail now. This is where I wanted to be. I wouldn't say trail, it's more like a side road. Careful turning around on highways like that. I just, you know, check your mirrors, make sure no one's coming from behind, all that stuff. So, now that we're off the main highway and tested, I would say tested, gave y'all a little, I guess you could say preview on that. It handles really well on the highway. Up to 60, which I think I went, it's not bad. Up to... I've never gone it to 70, and I think Dad did a little on Smoky Mountain 500, hit like 70, but all in all, it feels very stable at 70 compared to something like a motocross bike, obviously, or the CRF 450L that I have. It's not bad, it's just, it rattles a lot. Oh, should have avoided that, but... The other thing is, through this back road here, it actually feels pretty good over the bumps. It's not rough, it's not... I mean, I'm running 40 through here. It's not bad, so... Careful through the corners, try not to drop it. No one behind me, so that's good. Blind corners. I think this is it, right? Nope, that's someone's driveway. Whatever they got going on there. I don't know how long this road is. I haven't been down this road in a few years. Since the last time we were up here, so it's a lot of fun riding up here. You're on the border between Pennsylvania and New York, so least it's a little, and they're all small towns. There's no really big sort of town. There's Hancock in New York, which I wouldn't say is big, but it's not like a rural town. Decent sized town. Honesdale in Pennsylvania, again, not a huge town, but not a really small town either. But it's one of those where you can get away with riding like the motocross bike, but it's not practical from going trail to trail. That's the thing, is this bike, you can run down the highway, no problem. You can run through, what's it called? You can run down the highways, you can run through some of these roads, no problem. The only problem is it's not very fast. So when you hit the trails, the motocross bike obviously will take the edge. Actually, let me not do that. Let me start in second gear. Is that it? Oh yeah, Bush Road. That's where I gotta go. This is the road. Didn't go very far. Let me make sure, because there's more stuff down there. Oh, the seat on the bike is actually pretty good. It's not bad. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's, you know, too squishy. It's not too hard. You gotta be careful. It comes up quick through here. It handles bumps pretty well. Kind of the pace we needed at Hatfield, or not Hatfield, I'm sorry, Smoky Mountain 500. By the way, you can go check those videos out. And riding Tail of the Dragon. Oh. Down 50 gear real quick so I can understand the band a little bit. There's that hole it has. I know it's got. Yeah, there we go. Get some good pull out of it. Looking out for Minkler road signs. This is it, I think. If I am, yep. There we go. Minkler Mountain. Now, if you're wondering why it says dead end, that's because in terms of a road, it kind of ends with the trail that I'm about to pick up here, where it's interesting. I don't know, I think it's a pretty good pace, especially for myself. Just careful in the turns, make up your time in the straightaways kind of thing. Brakes on this are really good. The rear brake's a bit of a question for me. Oh, come on. Oh. Now we go down the mountain. Yeah, slow down. Remember, there's a trail up through here. Once the road hits like a dead end, there's like a little trail. And I don't know, I think this is it right here. But we're going to get a little video, not video, but we're going to get a little talking about it before we hit the trail. Park right here and get a little, no one goes down through there, so All right, let's do that real quick. So that's the trail. All right, everyone, so pretty good so far. Getting up here, just hard roads and what's it called, gravel roads, but 300 handled all that very well. I liked it a lot. Good power plant, especially now that it's broken in. Can really start to feel out the power on this bike, but it did it well, especially on that little highway piece. But now we're gonna actually hit a trail, and we're going to hit that. So that's the trail back there. It might be hard to tell on camera, but it looks a little rough and rocky. It's been like 3 years since I came through here, but we're gonna take this through that. Tires held up pretty well. I wouldn't go past 50 on the dirt road back here, like this little road down here. I wouldn't go past 50. It started to shake a little bit. About 40 is pretty good pace, you know, and through the turns holding about 20, scrubbing off like half your speed. But yeah, so overall, my reviews on it through roads and gravel roads, it's really good. Keeps up on the highway, even though the highway was only 45 speed limit, but you know, this thing will easily do 45. In the gravel roads, it did really well. I think that's where this excels, is it's gravel roads. It might not be the best in the trails, but it also might not be the best on the road. But like those gravel roads, you know, that's where I think this thing really shines. So we're gonna take it through the trail now, and then we're gonna see how it handles now, but especially that it's broken in. So let's get back on the bike and get through the Minkler Mountain trail here. All right, so about ready to get back on the bike. I do want to point out real quick, it does say, now you're probably wondering, oh, all the private property signs, right? That's off the trail. So if you look here, going back through there, that's someone else's land, and especially on this side. The trail here, anyone is allowed to ride on, as long as you're, you know, just careful your vehicle makes it through. But don't go wandering over there, and don't go wandering over there, because as it says, private property. But the trail back here, we're allowed to go through here, which is what we're gonna do right now. Gonna hop back on the bike here. Beautiful. Crash bars are pretty good. Keep your hands nice and warm. It's not that, I know it's summertime up here, but it doesn't feel all that warm up here in the north. So definitely good to have these, that doesn't seem like it's sitting on there very well. I don't know. Works for me. Look at that. Right up. We're gonna start in first. Just scope out the trail here. Now, as most of y'all know, I ride motocross bikes, and I'm not much of a take it slow in the trails kind of guy. That said, this bike, as you pushed it, you know, it felt weird, especially we rode the river road up here yesterday, which I'm gonna hit after I hit Minkler. But he was mentioning about the capability as it started to feel a certain way. It's hard to describe, because I don't quite remember as well. But he was basically saying about, you know, you push it too hard and you get beat up, but I don't know if I'm going very fast, but oh geez, hit that rock pretty hard. Yeah, you gotta keep your momentum up through here. This is a pretty good bike so far. Yeah, last time I was through here, I was on my old KLX300, and I dropped it down this hill because it was also wet. Ooh, a little bit of mud. I don't know, is it worth it to go through the mud and get stuck? Now I got this nice jacket on. I'm not gonna go through the mud. Pro Circuit team jacket. You can go get on Pro Circuit's website if you please. It's the only like sort of sweatshirt jacket thing I brought. I know this is a dirt bike and you should probably get it dirty. Ooh, that's a pretty big stick. But I don't know, for what I'm wearing, I'm not trying to be wet. I have a backpack, but I don't have a change of clothes in it, so Gonna have to go through this here. Oh, that's pretty deep. This is probably gonna be deep too, so keep speed up, which now I have none, so tried the edge here. Yeah, it's not that deep, just that it's very wet. This is probably deep. Run second through here, leave first gear as a reserve. But you can see the terrain, it's kind of a lot of rock. So the suspension on it is really absorbing the bumps very well, which is obviously a good thing. But you know, that's, but this like downhill mountain, very rough. Oh, this is like Hatfield. Oh, geez. Really might need first gear. Holy. Geez, big rocks, big rocks. Just creeping down first. Well, just clutch in right now. Oh, wow, wow. Ooh. Wow. There we go. Holy, let's slow that down. Man alive, this is rough. Whoop. Now I'm off. Say off the trail. I'm gonna creep because I'm not trying to get tires popped. I'm not trying to drop the bike either. Oh, man alive, is that rough. Whew. Yeah, this mountain is nothing but rocks. At least on the downhill, but it's rough. Yeah, I don't remember it being this rocky. I'm in first gear right now, just trying to creep through it. Yeah, you don't want a heck of a lot of speed. All right. Okay, it looks promising, but I'll say that, and then I'll say it looks promising, and then it proceeds to look worse. Well, looking good so far. Oh yeah, at the end of the trail, pretty much. Yeah, my shoes covered in mud, my pants, and I wasn't even trying to hit it that aggressive. All right, we're out of that. Yeah, I don't think that's a road. Or at least the official part of the trail. Hold up, the GoPro. Let me turn it out. That's someone's driveway. Yep. What's that sign through there? The what lane? I don't know. Anyway. Some beautiful scenery out here. what I say. It's like, I don't think Pop sees Toyota Tundras, but you never know. Always be careful around here, your surroundings and all that stuff. Yeah, that was a gnarly trail. Really testing the limits of this bike. All right. I think I'm supposed to get to a road. It's gonna be called the River Road. I don't know which way I go to get there. That's Ramen Road. Let's go this way. So this is the road. Now this is a pretty good road here. In terms of movement. This is pretty good. Yep, we go up through here. The River Road. I pretty much know where I'm going. I'm just using the Gaia app, G-A-I-A, using this navigation app just to help me out a little bit. Just to double check if I'm not trying to get lost. Yeah, off idle and in this mid-range it's got nothing. Let's get it up to 4K on the tack and just hit it. Yeah, it's just nothing. Alright, here's the trail. But yeah, there's still a little bit of water through here. Yeah, this thing, once you pass like 6 or 7,000 on the tag, yeah, it comes alive. Jump it. Well, let's not jump it because this thing isn't that powerful. Yeah, I was through here on the 21 KX August 11th or August 10th, which was yesterday as of recording this with Dad. We were getting some good speed until it got very technical, then Dad had to slow down. Trying to jump it, but it's not going to want to. But it absorbs bumps very well. You don't feel the sharpness in it. And that's what I like with this suspension over like the 21 KX 450 or any motocross bike for that matter. You have to really push it to achieve suspension travel that feels comfortable. However, that means you're riding incredibly fast or you're doing some pretty gnarly stuff. Oh, that's good. Geez, now my shoes are wet. Oh, okay. Whatever. But I rode good pace through here yesterday. Still am today, even on a different bike. We'll see what happens when it gets a little technical up here after you cross the waterfall. Man alive, is this bike nice though. I'm not gonna lie, I will give Dad his props. He told me, he's like, I think you'd like the 300. And I'm like, I might, but it just, with top speed and the power hit is not there. Well, now that the bike is broken in and I get to actually ride pretty aggressive. Oh, you gotta be careful here, it's still a two-way road. I know it doesn't look like it, but still two ways. Anyway, now that I get to ride it with a little bit more speed, a little bit more power, you still gotta be careful, still a brand new engine, but I can ride it a little bit harder now than when we first got it. And yeah, I'm starting to gel with it. I still like the Honda, don't get me wrong, but this is fun too. They both have their place. I think that's, whoa, they both have their place. This one is a little bit more mellower, as like you hit the highway for like more trails than road. The Honda is probably a little bit more road, especially in terms of power plant. Honda obviously having the 450 motor, it's gonna have, let's see, gotta be careful. I don't, it's gonna run that line, I guess. That's a pretty smooth shift. But yeah, absorbs bumps pretty well. I'm not in the front, and in the rear obviously it's really good. The front is the key, because soft rear suspension, when you bounce your legs, you feel nothing in your back especially, and that's the thing. Even sitting down, like through some of these, like you'll feel it in your arms, but in your back you won't feel it. It's good. For anyone out there that's a little bit on the older side, you know, and you have or anyone with, you know, maybe back problems but still rides, you know, this is not a bad option for that. So I will throw that out there. And going slower, obviously it'd probably feel a little bit better sitting down. Just the faster you go, I have to stand up. So alright, this is where I got technical yesterday, where Dad had to slow down a little bit because of, he said it was hurting his arms because he was having to hold on a lot harder than he was. So we'll see if I'll ride a little bit aggressive. I wouldn't say aggressive, but I'll get the giggity on and see if I can feel what he was feeling. Yeah, I was just hammering it on the 450. See, and this has got like that down low power of the 2008 KX450 that we had. Now that has good torque, good low end, and it's not aggressive. And then it livens up once you get on it. And this thing is like that, but it doesn't liven up that much. It, you know, it gets more lively, but it's not crazy. You know, so there's still a real nice road up through here. You know, I was saying at some point we should get I was telling Dad this yesterday when we were riding. I was like, we should get the fireman 1028 and his son Sully, the rocket surgeon, up through here. If you don't know, Alan and Sully, they're good buddies of ours. Rode Smoky Mountain 500 with them, Hatfield at McCoy last year. We do a lot of good stuff with them. Real good friends of ours, good people to be around. But I would say we should, if they're interested, we could all come up and ride some, because this would be like riding Hatfield. You hit a trail, you hit a road, you hit a trail, you hit a road. Except it will be free in terms of home base, because we've got, Dad and I, we've got family up here, so we can just get some rooms from someone that's got a big enough house. We could all stay there. That'd be the only, oh, there's a bug in my helmet. But that'd be the only difference compared to Smoky Mountain, is the, you know, you don't have to pay for a room. You just go out, ride some roads, come back, do something different. We could all go hang out in Manhattan or New York City or something like that one of the days, you know. So Alan, if you're interested, we're down. Let us know. Oh yeah, that bug that was in my ear, it was messing me up. There's no one coming from behind, so I'm actually gonna pull over here real quick. I just gotta, no one's coming. I just had to adjust a little piece of the helmet. There we go. All right, turn signal's not on. I just had to make sure of that real quick. But a good bike overall. Oh, here it is. I should have just waited and stopped up here. This is cool. The little river here. I'm gonna stop here real quick. That's flatter up here. Jeez, that's bright. It says neutral. What's up with that? Nope. The scenery up here is beautiful. Please don't fall. But yeah, look at that little waterfall. The KLX300. I don't know. It's grown on me now. Now that I've gotten to really ride it and get on it, I'm really starting to like it. Do I like the Honda better? In some areas, yes. But the 300 has its place, and I find in some areas the 300 is definitely better than the Honda. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I love doing this stuff, riding out here and seeing all of nature's wonders. See, that's why the adventure bike riding is really good. Actually, I'm gonna get on from this side because of the kickstand. I don't want to push it this way and drop it over the ledge. All right. But yeah, that's the one thing about adventure riding. You get to see all of nature's wonders and all of that. But let's see. I know where I'm going still. Just, yeah, almost done with the trail. Pretty cool. Yep. Just turn this down. Come on. All right. Let's finish up the river road here. So this last part, the back half of the trail, was where it was really technical. Oh, geez, yeah. Yeah, I can see where Dad was saying, holding on a lot more. Yeah, look at some of these rocks. Man alive. Yeah, holy cow. Yeah, I can definitely see where he'd have to hold on a lot more and slow down. Because I could feel it. I was holding on, like getting some hard grip. For anyone wondering, yes, you can jump it decently. But yeah, all in all, it's such a good... I had a little jump there. I wonder if I can jump this. Kinda. That's pretty much the river road, the trail. Now you're on, still like a trail, but more of a road. Like I said, really fun. Oh, geez. Wide. Yeah, because this is still, like I said earlier, it's still a two-lane road. Or two-way road, I should say. It's not really much of a lane. But come down here when everyone's working. Like, it's a Monday right now, midday. I mean, this, like, yesterday was Saturday, Sunday, sorry. There were people in the trail and all that, but come like a midday, nada. There's 6th gear. Yeah, the motocross bike, I come wheeling up through here, you know, all these little hills, just go, whoa, kick the rear out, all of that. But this bike can't really do that. But like this hill here, I think it goes straight after this. Yeah, you come up and you go, wah, 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 you know, you ride that wheelie. Same here if you want to, you go, whoa. Pop a good little wheelie up through there, but the good part about doing this solo is dust. You don't have to be behind a bunch of people, especially like side by side. Quads, they pick up a lot of dust. But just beautiful roads, like. Coming along like 36. What was that? 3,000. Oh, the river. I think that's the Delaware River down there. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. But what was it? Yeah, I mean 3,500, 3,500 RPM, so almost 40 mile an hour cruising through there. I mean, it's not bad for this little thing. And that's why this thing has such good fuel economy. Weather up here too. Just had to. Pretty good slide too. All right, this is another one of those roads you just kind of gotta, if it's clear, to go. About 8,000 higher. That's someone's right. That's not the road. Well, actually, I gotta get gas. Yeah, that's where I needed to go, but I also need gas. They paved this road like 3 years ago. Back in through town. Alright, now I gotta find some gas. That's where the springs. I have no idea. They're flapping everywhere. It's getting annoying. Alright. Apparently there's a gas station around here. Where? I don't know. I think I gotta go some. I don't see one. Nope, not there. Guess we gotta go this way to find some gas. Oh, what the hell are they doing here? What is this? Like mud stuff. Anyone wondering where all the power is really in this thing for speed? Top of the fan. You just don't want to be there because it's tough. It vibrates. You know, it makes a lot more noise. Rolls good to the corner. Yeah. Maybe we'll see what you've got. I know it's straight and pretty flat too. So let's build up some momentum. And right about here we go, flat again. 70. I didn't get it much higher. It bangs out at 10.5 apparently. The thing though is, with this engine, you feel the vibrations more, but it doesn't shake. So up 70, it's not like squirmy. It's pretty planted. And that's the benefit of this, like over that Honda. Maybe it was the tires I was running or whatever it was, but I felt the vibrations more, and it kind of was getting a little bit squirmy. Not a crazy bit, but it was mainly a hard acceleration. It was doing that. So I think, will this run 70? Yes. Did you go down the highway? Yes. Stop here on red. Oh, there's no one down there. We dealt with this yesterday. There's a sensor somewhere and it turns green. Alright. When or where, I don't know. I'm gonna roll up some. So stop here on red. Oh, I see. There's a dump truck on. Where's the sensor? How do they know I'm here? Roll up a little more. Why is it green? This dump truck is rolling through. That's retarded. Yeah. See, it turned green and this truck is rolling through. No one behind me. Should I wait till it's forward? I'll do that. Go for it. Yeah, it told me to go, and then it was like the truck rolling through. Like, I'm not stupid. About eventually getting there. I think I missed that one bridge. The road I wanted to take. Yeah, I missed it. Whatever. Are they? Oh. No one behind me, but I'm still putting the turn signal on because I am a good rider. All right, go for it. Road work ahead. There was no one here yesterday working. If I knew. Whoop. There we go. Off-road diesel. I'm gonna pull in right here. We only have 87 here. Come on. Isn't it? Do that. How much do I have to go? Alright. Finally, I can get gas. Alright. Oops. That's it. So that's one. Take Old Union. Yeah, it's just spinning the rear tire. It's not going. Well, I got it. I think because I'm slowly letting the clutch out, I'm not dumping it. That's what I gotta do. Oh, this bike is just not like the motocross bike.
Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. Dad's gonna have a video maybe at some point in the future covering like the pros and cons of the bike and how he feels with the bike. So this was just a basic review of the bike so far, but we're gonna have a little bit more stuff with it. Speedy B out. Remember, ride safe and enjoy every ride.